Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's JJ. Today we are coming back to the video basically talking about how can you make money online, and of course there's a lot of tutorial out there, and after that from there there's a lot of guide, and maybe you came across my video by typing how do you make money online, and of course in this video I'm going to show you how can you legitly make like some real cash from basically doing stuff online, if not like doing nothing at all, and of course from some stuff that you need to pay to basically get started, and of course at the end there's also some like freebies for you to earn money. And of course I would say do not get your hopes and of course like expectations so high that you can earn like up to $8,000 or even $10,000 throughout the course of like basically putting in some effort onto this, because I say that the amount that you make equivalent to how much you put in. So if let's say you want to basically get a product to get started itself, I would say that itself can definitely make you some real money. But of course if you want to make some free cash online, I would say if let's say you do not have the network or the capability to do so, you're unable to basically make a lot of money. But of course there is some money that is decent, maybe you can buy a cup of coffee with that or something like that. So I would say do not get your expectations so high. So disclaimer, yes, I am affiliated with the product that I'm going to link down below, so if you want to help the channel out, feel free to use the link down below. And of course I would say this over here has its own risk and of course some attributes to it. So I'm just gonna basically talk about the risk and reward the risk at the end of the content itself. So if you want to know more about what is all of this, feel free to watch the whole thing. And after that, if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course without further ado, we are going to basically talk about the first topic itself: how can you make money online from paid to free. So number one itself, what do I mean by paid itself? Basically for the paid one itself, definitely you can earn a lot of money. So over here I'm just going to show you what have I earned. So here this is what I have generated throughout this paid service itself, basically buying the product, and after that from there staking and so on and so forth. So over here I would say the amount that you get started with is basically the device cost. So the device cost for mine is basically buying 2 devices, and after that from there I generated like this amount throughout the course of maybe almost 10 months, almost like 6 months. So over here I'm just gonna basically do a simple mathematic over here. Over here is 26794.52 plus 4569.86. basically this over here is not in US dollar, but of course it is in this Deeper Connect token itself, basically the DPR token. So if over here if you want to look at the all-time itself, Deeper Connect itself has an all-time high of 28 cents. So over here, if let's say as of today the value itself I am looking at is basically this amount, $700. But if let's say you generated this amount throughout the whole course itself, and after that from there you just like put it in to over here, if let's say you hold it to the all-time high of 0.28 itself, you are generating almost $8,000 from this investment itself. So I would say yes, it is possible to generate that amount that high, as seen on the thumbnail, not a clickbait video, but of course it's just some facts and logic check. So here I would say for the paid itself, you need to buy the Deeper Connect Pico or whatsoever. So over here they have an ecosystem to do it, and I've done a video in my channel which you want to watch about it. It's gonna pop up above, click on it. So I popped the playlist over there, so if you want to just watch it, and after that from there you can understand how does this Deeper Network work itself. So over here you need to buy the device, and of course it's a lifetime VPN if let's say you want to use VPN for free for a lifetime, and of course on top of that you can generate some like passive income through it. And of course I would say disclaimer itself, first of all, this over here is my chart itself, I'm not going to share it, but over here I'm just going to explain to you. First of all, you buy the device cost itself is only like $500, but right now there's promotion ongoing, so you can get it at cheaper rate. But of course the next part itself is the staking itself. So for staking itself, you basically need to choose on which tier you want to stake, and after that, the highest tier itself is basically 100,000 of this Deeper Network token itself, which costs you only $2,000 to start off with. And of course with this amount being staked or whatsoever, you can generate as high as 8,000 or whatever. If you want to compare the stuff that I've done, basically I've staked around 12k worth of it, and after that from there I would say if you want to, you can do that as well. So the next paid product itself, but of course it's slightly cheaper to get started, because on Deeper itself you need to spend at least 2 to 3k to get started, or even more depending on the token price. So over here, next one is the Cortex itself. So over here on Cortex itself, it's a helium hotspot. First of all, you buy this hotspot, you can basically just plug and play, and eventually you will generate some helium token. And on top of that, because this is a helium hotspot, and after that from there it generates this helium token, and of course they came out with this new feature, the Cortex Flexi mining service. So here for the mining service itself, they allow you to basically use their hotspot itself to generate other passive income, to basically like run the Mysterium Node, and after that you can run like peer to profit, and after that EarnApp, and many more. So over here for this Cortex miner itself, you can buy the device, and after that from there you can enable the services. Basically the services, they charge like a a fee for a monthly service of like, I don't know, $2.50 or even $1 depending on what they are running on. So over here they can run like the Mysterium Node, Compute Coin, which I do not know what is that, and after I can say the EarnApp itself, which I'm already testing it. So over here on my free service itself, I have this few services that is out there that you can basically jump for free. And I mean, like, for free itself, definitely definition equals you need to have first one is basically a mobile phone. Secondly, if let's say you have a PC or a Raspberry Pi, that would be the best case scenario, because over here for Mysterium Node itself, you need to have a desktop, either you have a VPS, if not a Raspberry Pi or other devices that can install the Mysterium Node itself. So over here for the Mysterium Node itself, we can see that you can see over here, if let's say you're in the United Kingdom, the highest earner itself is $158, and after that from there, if let's say you're in the United States, the highest earner is basically $131 per month. And after that over here, this is the leaderboard for the last 30 days. So this over here is basically talking about how much data is being transferred, and after that over here, basically everything we're going to talk about is related to your IP address, and after people borrowing your IP address to basically bypass some geographic restrictions slash to use it as scalping tools to buy like their sneakers or whatsoever. But of course over here I'm just gonna state the risk later on, and after that over here, this is the Mysterium Node number 1. If you want to, use the link down below, and after that from there you can see how to set it up itself. And of course this over here have no referral program, but of course I would say that I love to introduce you to this, because this over here you can start earning some Mysterium token, and after that from there I would say that yeah, it's just some cryptocurrency that you can hold, and after that from there add on to a portfolio if you're interested in that. If let's say you don't have the capital to start investing or whatsoever, this is one of the ways you can generate some little money to basically eventually build a big portfolio in the future. So the step itself is simple. You need to download the app, and after that follow all the T&C, which is, I mean, the FAQ over there. The step itself is very simple. If let's say you're using like a desktop, over here you can just download the Windows server, and after that start running. If let's say you're using Linux itself, Linux is fairly simple. A few lines of code, you are good to go. And after that, the next free tier itself is basically over here. Over here for the peer to profit itself, this over here is another one that is the one that I want to basically introduce the free services. Over here you can just download, sign up, and after that using the link down below, and after that from there you can basically if let's say you have friends or whoever who are interested in that, share it to them, and after that you can earn as much as $2 per IP per month if let's say they get started on, and after that, depending on how much IP that you put in, and after that from there proxies as well. So over here they can just tell you an estimation. So if let's say you're in the Canada itself, you are earning $7.92 per month per IP address, and after that over here, yeah, basically for most of the green country is around $7 plus. So if let's say unfortunately you're in Russia or something like that, 80 cents, and after that like even some countries like Thailand itself, not really popular like IP address, you are earning like 37 cents and very little, I know. And after that over here, this is the traffic for mobile data. So over here you can use your mobile to basically install the app, and after that let it run, and after people will just borrow the data from your telco. And after that from here, the next one is basically IP, the IPRoyal itself, the pawns. Over here you can just download it using Linux or Windows or basically your mobile itself. So over here you can generate some passive income online basically using your IP address as well. So over here all of this product itself does not conflict with each other. You can just download it, and after that just install it and let it run. So over here you can see how it works. It's simple. Install the app on the device that you want to, and after that from there run the IPRoyal Pawn app, and after that from there, which basically will secure and share your internet. So over here this is about sharing your internet. So the next thing itself is the EarnApp itself. So over here the EarnApp itself earn passive income from your devices itself. So over here you can download for Windows, Linux, Android or Apple. Over here you can use your IP address to basically generate some passive income. So over here it is whitelisted by some antivirus software, and after that from there also Casper Lab itself, so the Casper Sky approve it, Microsoft Defender approve it as well, so there's no virus on it. And after that you can basically earn as much as you want. So over here you can see like what country you are in. Maybe let's say for Singapore. Over here, if let's say over here in Singapore itself, you are doing like one device, estimate itself you can earn $8 monthly. And of course we're gonna talk about the United States, which I believe most of my audience is at. So over here you can earn up to $18 depending on how many devices you put in, and after that of course over here it is what, like 1 GB per day depending on the demand and supply itself. And of course the last app that I want to talk about is basically HoneyGain itself. Over here HoneyGain itself is the same thing. Download the app on mobile or Windows or Linux over here, you can just use it, and after that from there you can generate some passive income online without compromising your security. So over here everything over here has already stated that it will not compromise your security. So over here is going to talk about the risk itself. To be honest itself, this app itself is allowing you to generate a passive income, not for free, but of course they are wanting your IP address, because once they acquire your IP address installed on your mobile itself, they can use it to sell it. And of course this company over here, IPRoyal, they run their own proxy server, so over here they would need a lot of IP address to basically incentivize people to make their product more attractive. So you're just providing an IP address, and after that from there you're allowing people to use your internet, and after that from there on top of that people pay like maybe $1 per gigabyte, and it happens so your internet has been tapped on, and after that people are using it. Basically they are going to share you with their profit itself, maybe 50 cents per gigabyte, and after that from there they earn another 50 cents. So this is how it actually works. And of course the risk itself, yes, some of you guys might be concerned, like sharing my IP address, what people are going to do on the dark net, or let's say they buy weapons online, buy drugs online here and there. Definitely yes, people might be using proxy server to do so, but of course, to be honest, if you want to weight the chances itself, I would say the chances itself is pretty low, because from what I understand, that proxy server itself, people are mainly using it to basically do like traffic visiting, basically using proxy servers to test a website, and after that from there just spamming the website traffics. And after that, secondly, is basically talking about like something like your sneakers. So for the sneakers, people who are botting itself, they have a program to basically buy sneakers online, and of course from there they can fight for a white list, and after that from there get the fastest access, basically using a proxy server as well. And after that from there, because the sneakers site itself, they only allow like maybe one IP address to buy one sneaker, but of course with like thousands of IP address, they can buy thousands of sneakers. And after that from there, with the help of proxy itself, it is enabled, and after that you can do it. And after that, I would say for the darknet itself, definitely there's chances of people using it for illegal purposes, but of course from my understanding, all of the company over here is basically talking about you will not be compromising your security, but of course you're sharing an IP address, so they are using your unique address online. And after that from there, if let's say shit happen itself, yes, you might get into legal trouble, but of course not to scare you, but of course to be honest, the chances of it, people buying drug online itself, is slightly low, because to be honest, the dark web itself, not many people have access to it, do not know how to access. And for the clear web itself, definitely there's like 80% of people on the internet is using the clear web, maybe 20 or even 10% of those accounted for is using the dark web for illegal purposes. And of course for using these illegal purposes, they will need to submit their ID or whatsoever to buy the data to basically do so. So at the end of the day, it's linked back to them, so there's nothing much to worry about. And after that from there, gonna talk about like for the paid services, how do you want to do it or what. So for the paid one itself, fairly simple, buy the device, and after that, before you buy it or whatsoever, head over to my playlist itself, which has popped up earlier, and I'm gonna pop it up again. Just head over to the to understand more about this product itself before getting your money into it. And after that from there, you can generate like I would say quite a high amount of dollars. And after that from there, the Cortex itself, definitely this over here, if let's say you have a good location, you understand how Helium works, you can basically buy it, and after that from there try to use the flexi service to basically incentivize more on this Helium miner itself. So they are the first company that is doing this, basically allowing services to run on their hotspot, and after that from there generate passive income. And of course I believe they are looking into Mysterium Node, looking to peer to profit, IPRoyal, and after that the EarnApp, and of course HoneyGain itself, because on one of their blog posts itself they already posted that these are the apps that can possibly be on the Cortex network. And after that from there, they are going to use this to basically help people to generate additional income. So with my knowledge and everything, I tried to Google the company, and after that from there I found out that okay, these are the free sites and I can do it myself instead of like buying on the services itself. And of course I already own a few Helium hotspot, and I can't be possibly like installing the software on all of the hotspots. So I would say this over here helped me out a lot. And after that from there, I find basically I already set up all of this, and after I'm just going to show you the back end itself. So over here on the Mysterium Node itself, I have some of the nodes set up across wherever I am, and after that from there you can see the IP address. The IP address I already deleted it. So over here, this is the amount that I'm receiving from this Mysterium Node itself, and after that this over here on Mysterium Node itself is dependent on how much data is being used on your IP address, and after that I would say on all the services out there it's relatively the same concept. Basically you need to see who is using your IP address, and after that basically is your IP address being a high demand or something like that. If let's say it's on the high demand side, you are basically looking at this amount of profits that you are looking at, and after that we can just look at the dollars itself is over here. And of course for the next one is peer to profit. So peer to profit itself running for around 3 days or so. So around 3 days or so I already earned like 30 cents, so equivalent to like 10 cents per day. And after that I have used 4 IP address including a mobile phone. So over here this is the amount of stuff you can see. So I would say yes, definitely this is super little. To be honest, it is free. And of course IPRoyal Pawn itself, over here I've used like 3 IP address, and after that over here you can see I've generated like around 49 cents through it, and after that the traffic is around 2.3 gig being used on my data itself. So people are using my IP address to do whatever they want to, and of course over here the payout itself has been 50 cents, almost 50 cents, and after that the minimum payout itself is $5 towards PayPal I believe. And after that for the EarnApp itself over here, same thing, I have running some nodes itself. They are being more transparent over here. They're telling you the rates that they are getting. Basically, if let's say your usage is 1 gigabyte, you are getting that amount being shown on the IP address. And after that, to be honest, I have generated like 24 cents. Not a lot, but of course I would say it's free and it is running concurrently with the other application. And of course for HoneyGain itself, slightly like a crypto concept itself, they are also using this type of concept to basically lend your IP, and after that from there you can get some passive income out of it. So for the honey itself, you're getting this I don't know, the honey token or something like that. Eventually this is the amount being generated for this 3 to 4 days, and after that over here the data being gathered is around 1.51 gigabyte. And over here we can see I'm generating around $2, and after that the payout itself is at 20. And of course for the payout itself you can choose whatever it is. So over here if you want to do some research or whatsoever, feel free to do so. And of course for the honey jar itself, they have some like freebies, daily check-in or something like that to basically incentivize you to basically use the platform. So over here there's like 6 ways for you to generate some passive income through all of these services that I've just mentioned. So if you want to know more itself, feel free to join my Discord channel or my Telegram channel if let's say you are interested in knowing more. And after getting started, or let's say you face some issue, you want some people to talk to or some help itself, you can contact me directly and I'll do my best to reply you. And of course I promise you, if you are using my link itself, to be honest, if let's say I am referring people towards the platform and you get stuck somewhere somehow, I will be there to basically try to assist you, because first of all you are using the link down below, and after that you are viewing the channel, and of course by viewing the channel itself is really supporting the channel itself. And of course to even support more itself is just smashing the like button, and of course on top of that using the referral link down below to basically help the channel out with some incentivized monetary value or something like that. So over here I would say yeah, basically we have come to the end of the topic itself. If you have any questions, feel free to head over to Discord or Telegram to contact me, and after that from there I will do my best to assist you, and of course guarantee to get you started with whatever you are running. And of course take note, if you want your you want to basically optimize the earning itself, you basically need to generate keep your instance, basically your PC online for 24/7, and after that from there it might take up some electricity, but of course I would say everything you are doing itself, it is earning some passive income online. And of course to be honest, not really spending a huge tons of money to get started. So if you want to, feel free to contact me, and after I'm going to help you out. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, once again kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and turn on post notification, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.